All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Klauser. This is episode 266, I believe. Yep, 266 of this wonderful podcast that I do by myself in a room by myself and probably just for myself. Anyway, so we are here. Something I realized, I could have started this podcast, actually, I could have done this podcast, 2 days ago, which I should have done, because I worked yesterday. Today's Sunday. Was it 6:20 p.m.? I have done, I guess I act like I've done anything today, but I have. I did the dishes, I cleaned the bathroom, I cleaned the kitchen. I'm doing laundry right now. I have three, technically, two, well, the bed sheets are pretty much dry. I could have taken out before I started the podcast, but hey, it is whatever. It is whatever. Actually, to tell you the truth, I probably should have done that. But anyway, and then yeah, but I haven't done any running today. This is the first thing. I can't believe I kept just dragging my feet all day today, but I worked Saturday. I worked a little bit on Saturday. Just I have an idea for a project, and I really should. So, let me tell you this thing. So, uh, I really haven't had anything to fucking write about, and I haven't really anything to fucking film about. So, what's the problem's been is that so I get really upset when this happens. So this doesn't happen very often because I usually always have some sort of idea what I want to do next. Like about halfway through one project, I'm already thinking about having to finish starting another project. It's just how that's just how my mindset works. Beer is good, even though it's useless to me. It's whatever. It's hilarious. I'm like I keep thinking I should stop drinking beer, but I'm like you don't even really drink that much beer to begin with. Like you'll drink like one. Most of the time you can barely finish the one because you fall asleep while you're drinking it. Uh, or you drink two, and then on the weekend sometimes, like on Saturday night, I'll drink maybe four beers, but they're tall boys, so I feel like I'm kind of drinking a little more. But anyway, maybe that's why I'm a little slow today. 'Cause I did drink 4 beers yesterday. Well, technically it was like 4 beers, and I passed out. Then I woke back up and played some Madden. And I drank 2 more beers. Um. Anyway, so yeah, so let me tell you this thing. So I started working some Saturdays now. I'm trying to do a little bit more. I'm trying to do a little bit of some overtime. The reasoning behind it is because, so I had met this lady. I don't know if it really is. If I never really I met her, and it most likely was never gonna be anything anyway. But the idea is that we don't live in the same city. So I was thinking of all these different ways of how I can go see her. I was like, okay, I could fly, I could drive, and then I could take the train. The train ends up being the cheapest thing. Is like $100 round trip versus almost $300 round trip if you fly. And it'd be only a 45 to an hour flight. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Versus doing the train though, it takes 4.5 hours, but it'd be the same amount of time to fly. I mean, not to fly, but to drive, and it would be $50 because I can get 500 miles on a tank of gas in my car. But I'm like, I don't even want to use my car. I'll just rent a car. But anyway, so I it started off great. It was cool. It was kind of cool. I'm like, if you guys don't know anything about me, I'm probably one of the worst people to ever try to be with. Um, I'm just honest about myself. I was even having this conversation with one of my friends last night. I even hate using the word friends. You know what's so funny? I really do. I hate using terms like that because I'm like, yeah. I mean, we talk, we interact with each other. Of course, we're friends. We don't need to say the words. I don't know. It's my uncomfort. It's me being uncomfortable with being around human, uh, having a human connection to something. Probably, most likely, it is. And anyway, so I met this lady, and we really hit it off really well, really quick. And I felt this could be something. And then really the problem is that I don't know. It's not even what she does. I don't even know if she has a car. I don't know. I don't know a lot of stuff about her still. Probably never will. But anyway, instead of using, I was like, oh, why don't I use the idea? Because the idea was like, I'll work like a lot of Saturdays, and then I'll ask for like a day, extra day off, and I'll do like this. I'll do a trip and see her for a weekend or something like that. That was the idea. But then I'm like, fuck that. Why? Because I get incredibly what's the word? I lose interest really fucking quick with anything. Oh, not anything. Only thing I don't lose interest is golf and football and film. These are the only things in this podcast, I guess you could say. So I'm like, fuck that whole thing. Fuck me trying to date someone. Why am I doing this to? Why am I even doing this? Like, because it's a waste of my time. It's a big waste of my time. If you want the truth, how I look at dating, for me, it's a waste of my time because I think I'm really meant to just start making. I'm meant to just make things. I'd rather just make things, and I'd rather just do that. To tell you the truth, if you want the fucking honesty. So I'm like, you know what? How about we? How about I? Instead of using that money that I would be using to take on this trip to go, then what, to go on dates, and then and I'm not really. What am I getting out of this? Nothing. John, you're getting a connection with another human. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe, but anyway, like whatever. So I was like thinking, like, why don't I use this money to start making these videos of me going to like different cities and things? Because I just rather just travel. I'd rather just fucking travel, and I need to do that. I want to go to like weird museums again. I really like going to museums. I thought it was fun as shit, and you could film. And guess what? A lot of people don't go to museums, and I'm probably not even more after COVID. So, because like all the museums I ever went to, like they were really not that busy. Even like the most popular ones, like the Space Museum, that was so much fun. That was kind of busy, but and the thing is, like, you're in a museum. There's already like people who go to museums are also eccentric people, such as myself. Like I don't dress eccentric, but I am pretty. In here, I'm pretty eccentric. I used to wear a fanny. I wear a fanny pack, so that makes me pretty eccentric. Eccentric, is that the word I'm looking for? Anyway, so like they don't give a shit that you have a camera anyway, and then the people who work at it, they're like, yeah, sure, fuck it, we don't give a shit. Like most of the time, you can get in for free because they're like, oh, you're just gonna film? Oh, cool, awesome. Well, and then I used to like I used to hate the idea, or I hated the ones the time when they always wanted to have someone like walk me around. I'm like, I don't really care about that. I feel like I'm just holding a camera and talking. I want it beyond me. Anyway, like I have like bullet points that I have about this museum that I was going to talk about. So it is what it is. Because I would write like a whole script and everything like that. But anyway, oh my god, it was so crazy. Like yeah, because I would drive there, park, and then I would write the script in the car, and then go out and film it. It was that time was the most fun time of my life. I had so much fun during that time. I think I need to get back to that because that's where the fun is. That's where I was so happy during that time, and like nothing upset me. Like, and then I also thought I could add, like, if I could somehow like, because I would need 3 beats. So it's the idea. My idea would be like my life, a little bit of my life, like 5 minutes of my life. Like, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm working on like this is my film studio. Hey, look at my film studio. And then it would be going to a museum, and then maybe like ending it with like, oh yeah, well after we go to the film museum, what we do is we golf. We go to a golf course and I golf or something like that. Or I go to maybe like a driving range or like uh a par 3 course or something like something that is related to golf, and it'd be kind of fun because it'd kind of bring another thing. I was thinking like, but the only thing I'm afraid of with doing that. Well, I guess it's not as douchey, or it might be just as douchey, is because I used to do the same thing but with like working out, and I'm like, I don't know. I almost feel like I should stick to just the museum part of it and traveling and seeing the museum, but I also just want to fucking golf too. So I'm like, why don't I just golf as well? But I can be like the guy, the golf guy who goes to these museums and then golfs. Like I would think that'd be a cool fucking thing to do. I don't know, and but yeah, it's pretty much that. I got that idea like a couple days ago, but this is the first time I've actually said it out loud. So now the next idea is now I can start making a budget for it, and Yeah, that'd be the next thing. Just making a budget, seeing what if I can get because my father worked for the airline. He retired in the airline, and then I'm curious if I can get if I give my mom the money. I wonder then if I can use a D3, and it's cheaper, I believe, than using like a normal like flight thing. Or I could use the train, and that'd be kind of cool because then that'd be like a three thing. But then like the only thing I think of is that if I do this, which I'm going to, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to do this, but I need to like it has to be. I guess I should just like work a bunch of days in a row. Maybe that's what I should do. Just work like 14 days, maybe like 21 days in a row, and then ask for like 3 days off, and then go like another 21 days, and then like yeah, and then that would probably maybe be the best way of getting like the best the most bang for my buck work wise, as well as doing the film. I don't know. This is interesting. So this is what I've been working on though. This is a lot of what I've been working on. I guess not really, but kind of, because I don't have a fucking story. So this is weird. Like this is one of the weird times in my life where what happens. This happens every once in a while where I do not know what I want to write about. I'm like, do I want to work on an old story? And I really it was so. I feel like I waste time when I do that. When even though it's not even a waste of time, because when it's something I've already written, and now you're making it better, so then it can possibly get published. Like, how's that? But I'm like, that's so weird that you think like that, Juan. And then I'm like, but then I also think like, okay, what I want to write about though, like what kind of story, like, and I haven't really had anything interesting happen in my life. I feel nothing's really out of this world. I guess I met a new brother, which is wild. I guess it's weird. I guess it's different. Um, I love how I just said it. I'm like, yeah. I mean, yes, just I met a new brother. Like, because there's just such a normal fucking thing in this world. I'm just so goddamn numb to it. This is what happens when you're adopted. When you get adopted, you have your biological family, and you're always meeting new people in that family. Always, I'm just always meeting new fucking people, and I'm always so overwhelmed by it. It's probably why I drink. 'Cause I drink so much. Let me tell you, I don't. God, my life's weird. I live such a weird life. But what can we do? What can we do? But yeah, I have that. I have those projects. I'm like, I got a new 7-iron. I want to try out. Probably won't get to try it out till Tuesday. Um, yeah, I think Tuesday will probably be the first time I'll get to try it out. Cause I don't think I'm not going golfing tomorrow. Tomorrow. No, because I need to come home. I need to write. I need to go to the gym. Write. Which now I'm starting to do again. What I used to do is I used to get off work, eat lunch, then I would. That's gross. I would write, eat lunch, write in my car, and then I'd go to the gym. And so but then I don't know why I stopped doing that, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna write because I got an iPad, because I write on an iPad now. This is gross. I'm sorry. So I write on an iPad, but I have a connection thing, so I have like a wireless keyboard, wireless mouse, and all that stuff. Well, as much fun as it is, by the time I get home, I haven't written. I'm so fucking tired. So sometimes I'm like, it's affecting my writing. So it's like, John, you need to get the writing out. Maybe that's what it is. I'm like, because I did that, and now I'm like ramping up again. But I'm like, sometimes I sit in my car for like fucking 2 hours. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I could have already worked out at home. God damn it, Juan. But it's always my workouts are always better now, because I'm not like in my mind about like I gotta go home and write. I gotta go home and write. I gotta go home and write. I can just write, and I'm mentally strained, and then I can just physically strain out my body by working out. And then what's so funny about working out for me is that it's just a full body every time now. I'm like so bored with it, and things I need is do some more squatting because I feel like I'm losing. I didn't do that much legs this week. I think that's why I just feel lazy. But it's like my fucking knees. I'm just always so scared with my knees. I just need to stop being a fucking pussy and just ice them. If you're really that worried about them, Juan, ice your knees after your fucking workout. Just ice them. Maybe that's what you need to do. But they are just, my knees are just so goddamn fucked. But yeah, this is where we're at in my life. Yeah. So, what should we do? Should we do the video of the week? I guess. I think we've done this podcast long enough that we can do the video of the week. All right. Here we go.
This is what happened, guys, residents of Upper Darby Township, when you elect a Cowboys fan to your government. 29 years of losing with this team. What do you expect with the leadership? This is a Cowboys fan. This guy follows the Cowboys. You see what type of leadership they have, and that's what you put your trust in. A Cowboys fan. Sickening.
Welcome to the John Show with your host, John Doogie Clouser.
When I saw this video, I was like, dude, this is great. This is hilarious. But I mean, it's not a bad way. Like, so you're telling me, so I have a Chiefs hat on. So you're telling me that, like, you see me with my Chiefs hat on, you don't think I'm a certain person because of, oh, you're a Chiefs fan. Okay. Same thing, like, if I saw someone with a Raiders hat, I'm like, oh, you're a Raiders fan, huh? Raiders, huh? You have all these teams. Hell, you could literally like any other team in any other sport too. You can like anybody else. You can like anybody, but you like the fucking Raiders. Don't get me wrong. I think the Raiders have a really sweet uniform. I think their uniform is really cool. If it wasn't connected to the goddamn Raiders, I think their emblem was cool. If it wasn't connected to the Raiders, if it was like a pirate instead, might like it a little better because it's cool. Because it's like, it looks like it's a football helmet, an old school like football helmet, and he has a patch over his eye, so it's like a mixture of like the two cultures of like a pirate and like football. It's such a cool fucking idea, but it's connected to the fucking Raiders. I just don't like the Raiders, and mostly maybe the reason why I don't like the Raiders is because I liked him when John Gruden was there, because I fucking love John Gruden. John Gruden's shit. He's so cool. He has these I think I wrote it down last week. Did I even talk about it last week? But he has these videos where I follow him just because of this, where he gets all this merch from all these universities, and he talks about him. So he's like, yeah, so this person went to Penn State, and he talks about like this quarterback, that like if he's a player, the coaches, like, because his dad was a coach too. So his dad coached at all these places, and then he grew up so many different universities and all these places. So it's so much cool to like see him like pull out all this merch, and he always gets all these helmets, and I'm so fucking jealous. I am so jealous that he has all these football helmets from all these universities. Oh, it blows me away. Awesome. I love it. And I just love football. I love football so fucking much. If there's two things, if I would either be like, feature film director, or I'd work for a fucking football program. I'd work for an NFL program. Oh my god, I'd do anything. I'd wash the goddamn towels. I don't give a shit. I would love it so much. I just want to be involved. I would love to be part. If I could just sit in a draft room and just anything. What do you need me to sign? I will sign it, and I will never talk. I will just sit here and just fucking shake out of excitement. I'm just like, oh my god, that's exactly who I would have that's who I'd have drafted too. And I would fall over. It would be great. It would be the best thing in the world. I just love fucking football. It's the best thing in the world. It makes you a man. Football makes you a man. And you learn how to think outside yourself. You have a guy from fucking Beverly Hills, and then you have a guy all the way from the other side of fucking bumfuck nowhere, Alabama, and these two motherfuckers who have never talked, who have never met for any other reason, are really good. One of them might be really good at fucking blocking, and the other guy might be really good at throwing. And somehow, Kirby Smart was able to fucking find them and bring them together. It is crazy, wild, and I'm really starting to get animated more in my life, but it is just so much fucking fun, and it just to watch it, and then even and then that I like watching girls basketball too. But anyway, back to football. It's just football, and it's just but yeah, but we all love talking shit on the fucking Cowboys because of Jerry Jones. Like I think once Jerry Jones passes away, there will be a lot less hatred towards the Cowboys. I really do think that. But until he does, we're all going to think he's a big old horse's ass. So I don't even have numbers on these. My God. See, this just shows you how much I did not do this week on these fucking videos. Yeah, because, we need to do video of the week, right? I mean, we did the video of the week. God damn it, John. Are you drunk? Yep, kind of. What we need to do is the videos that were the runners up. So I actually, tell you the truth, guys, videos lately have been kind of on the back burner. They've not been hitting. I've not gotten much. I haven't been able to find much of anything. I found a really interesting one today that will be on next week's podcast. But besides that, it's been kind of slim cookings. But so I guess we should probably do like these are the runners up videos of this week. All right, here we go.
Biggest red flag in a girl.
I don't know. I'm scared of women.
Me too, buddy. I am too. I think we all are. All right, here's the next video.
They gonna jump me. They gonna jump me. You gonna do that? They gonna jump me. Hey, jump you! Get the fuck out. Get out, nigga. Get out. You in people's house.
Like, what the fuck? I never saw this. It was crazy. So this next one's crazy. So this next one is really wild too. It's like, this is what happens when I visit my family in Honduras. Just wild stuff like this. Just wild stuff. Look at all that liquor that's on the ground. Look at all that throw up on the fucking ground. There's so much. Okay, guys, this next one is real wild. I hope I don't get a copyright. I don't think I will. But, guys, this next one is real rough. This is the reason why. This is the reason why Italians get so much shit. You'll understand.
It's a sizzler. In the kitchen, I go to Ramsay. They call me the Rizzler. And I just hit the wrist face.
Big one AJ in the ring. I just swept them, grabbed the broom. Now I'm in the gym bench pressing. I give that lift 5 big boom.
I got Pokemon cards. I got fresh chicken bakes. Hitting the ball so hard. They thought it was an earthquake.
Not my name, quarterback. I said nice catch, cheer. It's the song of the summer. It's the song of the year.
Always gonna boom, 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 boom. Never gonna doom, doom, doom. Ohio. I got to keep on raising. Always gonna boom, 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 boom. Never gonna doom, doom, doom. Ohio. I got to keep on raising.
I hate everything. I hate everything in life. This is why 9/11 happened. Things like this are why 9/11 happens. That is a prime example of why we should just stay in our own lane sometimes. Just be quiet like me. Do a podcast alone in your room. No one gives a shit about. Just do this. Why are you embarrassing all these Italians? Because of this. This is why people don't like Italians. God damn it. All right, next video.
Grillin', it's a sizzler.
No, we don't want that shit again. God, please don't. Not again. Okay, here's the next video.
What's this motherfucking thing? The Saturn burger?
I asked for no pickle and they give me the fucking McPickle pounder. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Fucking tomatonator Wendy's gave me? Look at this fucking thing, dude. What the fuck is this shit? Man, these motherfuckers for a burger. These motherfuckers gave me goddamn lily pad. God damn.
Lily pad, goddamn. All right, here's the last one. I love this shit. This is a good one.
Name's Frog Van Hook. Some people call me Beaver, but Little Man's my Christian name. That's what's wrote on my birth certificate. But yeah, I've got a pretty typical story, really. I was born here, and I got on with the power company when I was 18, and when I was 24, I hit the Powerball jackpot and took the lump sum of $240 million, and ended up building a castle for my wife. Literally, it's a replica of a Bavarian fortress, and we just set it down on top of our old lot. But lo and behold, she moved on to her current husband and took the money, and I ended up with the castle, which is kind of poetical. But you think it'd all be for nothing, but I tell you, having a 40-foot wall around your house does have its perks. It's kind of launched my new career, which has really took off. So really, it all worked out perfect.
Yep, that's how it go be. That's how it'll be, you know. Let me tell you, I was at one time lucky winner. I got the $240 million lump sum. I fucking love it, dude. Those videos were great. Really great. Yeah, this is life, guys. This is where we're at. I'll scratch my leg. Wild. I don't know. I'm like, I have like 3.5 minutes. I'm like, I guess we could do a couple of like Craigslist misconnections. I have a couple of them. We can do them real quick. Let's just do a couple. We'll do a couple. All right. Okay, if you're not familiar with Craigslist misconnections, what it is, it's a little place on this thing. It's on this place on this website called Craigslist, right? And they have misconnections. It's like basically the equivalent of like a little subreddit. It's like a subreddit if you went to Reddit. And what people do is they go on there. They had interaction with another human being, and I guess they probably wanted to get their number, but they're too shy. Which is just, what do I always say? Just ask for the number, even if you look like a dickhead, even like a douche. I did it with a really beautiful woman a couple months ago. She said no. I'm better for it. Anyway, you would think I'd gain a little bit more like self-esteem from I did. I gained none. Anyway, so yeah, my job is here. We hope that maybe one of these two people who had this interaction will read this, and they can get reconnected. All right, here we go. First one. Hiker, Bates County. You gave me a ride, and we stopped at the lake. We were going to meet again, but lost your number. Old guy, white van. What the living shit? Okay. All right, next one. Park, drink, right now. South Kansas City, Overland Park. Man for woman. Let's meet up and have one or two. Nice outside. Decent looking, tall, white guy. Yes. Royals game, Kansas City. Looking for the woman between the ages of 21 and 40 that would like to attend Royals games with me this year. I have first row Royals dugout seats. I'll cover all expenses. Please reach out. Women only. Update. There's been an update. Okay, great. Update. This is in the same post. So that means like it's just part of the post. There's no update to this. Update. I've had a lot of women reach out. Please be patient. I'm going through the email and responses. Thank you. Okay, so this apparently wasn't the first time. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, humans. All right, next one. Wendy's Rainbow, Kansas City. I seen you when I was getting a drink refill, and then seen you walking fast to CVS. Anyway, which is surprising. You would think that it'd be anyways. They would have used anyways, but that's awesome they used anyway. Anyway, sorry, I didn't introduce myself. About 2 p.m. Sunday. All right, awesome, great. This is wild. Okay, we'll just go ahead and we'll do the last one, and then we'll call it a night. Senior guy that plays chess Blue Springs want to play chess or checkers with another senior guy. You know what? You know what? I shit that guy up because I'm not a senior guy, but I want to play fucking chess. I miss playing chess so much, and I miss playing it. I think you gain more when you're playing a human versus playing the computer. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. I'm just dumb. Anyway, guys, this is where the podcast is gonna end. We pulled it out. We did another one. Episode 266, right? We're getting there. Getting there, guys. We're just every day, every week. Every week we just do a little bit more and more. It's not much, but it's honest living. Anyway, be safe. Look out for deers. Wash your hands. And always, good night.